Hello friends, I am going to explain in this video service contract subscription, and before moving to the service contract screen we need to understand the setups for subscription items. So let me check for setups. I am taking one items as examples, vision weekly visits. So you can say this is the information that this is active and all that. Then we can move to the purchasing screen. So purchasing tabs, you can see purchasing, purchase, Jable, and something like after that you have to move to the order management. You can see here customer order enabled, shippable and wait transactable. So you need to check this. Last there is a service tab. You need to move to the service tab. You can see here we are going to create the service subscriptions. So there is a contract item type, right? So we need to take this contract item type by subscription, and here tracking install base it should be trackable. So this is setups of items, and we will create the subscription using these items. So let me move to the subscription screen. So okay, so this is service contact manager vision enterprise. This is the responsibility, and you need to move to the contract administrator. First menu is the launchpad. Click on launchpad. Okay, so we will create the manually. We will create manual subscriptions. So I'm not going to copy this subscription from any other subscriptions. So click on tools, and then new. Choose your operating unit. I'm taking the vision operation, and in category you can take subscription. Here create, click on create. After that you will go to the subscription. This is service contract screen, main screen. So you can say that the start date is today's date. I am going to create 1 month subscription. So this is 14th of September. Okay, yeah. Category you can see the service agreement, and I am just taking the description as testing. Okay, summary parties, you move to the party roles tab. So yeah, party, and then merchant operating units automatically populated. This is subscription, so we need to put one lines for the subscription. That is mandatory, right? Subscription nothing but customer, so we need to put customer here. I am taking it the AT&T universal card. Go to the merchant operating unit and put the information for the bill to and ship to information. So I am just taking the bill to information as 005 San Mateo. I am taking this location. I am taking the same location, same customer for the ship to also, right? Taking the same location, San Mateo. Okay, so there is a merchant operating unit, and here below on the contract you can see the contacts role. You can go contacts role and put contacts role as a salesperson. I'm taking salesperson as this guys. Okay, and you say I am taking this email ID. Save the information. Save. Yeah, then move to the subscriber. After that, here you need to contract manager. You need to select from here contract managers. I'm taking name as this one, or this. You can take this. Okay, save the information, and then move to the pricing and billing section. Pricing and billing, I am just taking the information as mandatory information I am trying to fill, right? So terms I am taking immediate. Yeah, you want to fill you can fill the PO number also if required, and details. So here if you want to fill in the PO number you can, but yeah, here so I am taking is blank, and then currently accounting information I am taking is immediate, and yeah, immediate, sorry, first one, and then advanced you can take. Okay, sorry, yeah, advanced invoice. Save the information. Here remaining information, this is the termination amount. If you want terminate, this is the adjustment amount. So you want to give some adjustment to the lines, so that adjustment amount you can find here. You go to the renewals tab and you fill the informations if you want to renew this. So whatever the business requirement, accordingly you can go and create the renewals. You move to the administration tab. There is need mandatory information we need to fill. There is a contract group. You need to fill here contract group as a subscription. This is the subscription contract. Okay, and here QA quality check is defaulted. See, default quality check assurance list. This is the seated one. I am taking approval workflow process. Save the information. So if you submit for approval process, so this approval is notification will go to the salesperson, and salesperson needs to approve this. So this is the approval list. This is default QA check. Default QA checklist is if you perform the checklist check QA from this action, there is some menu of check QA. It will validate the information which you have filled on this form, and it will validate that information is correct or not. So this is the quality checklist, right? You can create your own custom quality checklist. That is a different topic we can cover in the next some other videos. Okay, so this header information that has been completed, and then move to the line section. Yeah, here subscription is there. I am just putting the value of name, weekly visions. You can see bill to and ship to is defaulted from the headers. You go to the effectivity tabs, and here you can see this start date and end date is populated from the header section. If you want to reduce this end date, you can. I am just keeping this period the monthly. Here you can see this is edit schedules. You need to understand, if you are going to create the service contract subscription, there are two flow. One flow will go to the order interface, and other flow will go to the invoice interface. So order and invoice both will be created from the service contract subscription. So this schedule, click on edit schedule, you can find the order schedule, right? This is the order fulfillment channels. You can see the fulfillment channel is order management. So from this schedule, order will be created. So here you can see interface date is 16th, but today is 15th. So you need to reduce this date. How can you do that? There is offset days. You can see here, if you put -1 and refresh schedule, click on refresh schedules. Yeah, it's okay. By this way, you can reduce the date. If you want to increase, you can increase. So this interface date means this, so that at what date this information will be pushed to the order interface table. So currently now I have reduced this date. Currently showing is today's date. If I am going to run these fulfillment programs, the order will be created today, right? Okay. So this order number and order status is currently blank. We will run the program and check. This is the first flow. Okay. Again, go to the pricing and product. Here is a billing section. From here, you can you have to create the invoice schedules, right? So this information will be pushed to the invoice interface table. I'm taking this one. I need to create one schedule, so I am just taking this number 20. This is the duration is 1 monthly. So create on schedules. Here is this is schedule version. Click on this. You can see there here one schedule is created. Save the information. So you can see interface date is 15th, right? So yeah, this information will be, if you push if you create one programs like service contract main billing programs, so that program will push data to the interface table, invoice interface table. Okay, go to the history and check one thing. Yeah, here you are you're not seeing any information, not seeing any lines here, right? So we will run the program and then again check how it looks like. Okay, click on OK. Okay, go here, and there is effectivity. Okay, so this line we need to get the sales credit for the line, otherwise if you perform the QA check, it will go to the error, right? So I am just taking this salesperson name, Taylor. Okay, I'm taking this name, not industry, I'm taking on the side. Take quota sales credit. Quota sales credit is 100%. I have filled only one information here, one line for one salesperson. So if you want to put some other salespersons, you can create on the second line for the second salesperson, but you need to divide this percentage into two, like 50-50 or 60-40, 70-30, but it should not be more than 100. By this way, if you are putting 2-3 salespersons, you can divide into 100, right? Okay, click on OK. Yeah, so these informations I have entered on the screen. After that, you have to go to the action top level menu, and then there is a check QA sub menu. Click on check QA. Yeah, you can see validation passed successfully. This means that whatever information you have filled in this form is successfully validated. So after successfully validations, you need to submit for approval. So go to the action again, and there is submit for approval. Click on this. Okay, here you can see all this QA check, the quality assurance check. If you click on submit for approval, quality check assurance check executed. You can see all informations looks green. This means that the informations are correct. Click on continue approvals. It's okay. So you can see here negotiation status is pending internal approvals. So we need to approve this, right? Let me keep this information 2208. I'm just keeping this information here, and 22083. We need to approve this. So let me refresh and we'll see. Right. It's taking time. Yeah, you can see here the subscription agreement is 22803. Click on this. So after clicking, there is a button like saying you can approve. From here you can approve this. So salespersons needs to approve. After approval, if you are the user, so after approval, user will need to sign in, right? So after approval, here you can see here after approval one notifications. See for the 22083, the sign requires a signature. So go here and sign in. You can reject and reassign to the release. Yeah, so it's sign in, it's activated. Go here and requery this again. Okay, you can see here the service contract subscription is activated, and now negotiation status is showing as complete. Okay, so this is done, and after that you need to run the two programs, because I have already told that there is two flow, order and invoice flow. So run this program first for the order and then will for the invoice. Okay, so I am going to run here two programs. Let me submit these programs here. There is and service contact, just I copied. Going here to submit the program. CT. Okay, so So we will run the programs which will push the data into the order interface table and invoke the order import programs. Okay, so this is the program name, you can check. Service contract subscription fulfillment program. This program will create the order. I am just putting the parameter contract number. Just need to run this program. Okay, submit it. After submitting, let me check this has been completed or not. Okay, so it's completed now. Submit another programs to create the push the data into the invoice interface table. That program name is service contract main billing program. Service contract main billing program. I am putting the parameter as contract number and run the program. Okay, yeah, so we'll check, refresh it. It's running now, showing status in pending phase. Wait for some time, let them complete, then we'll requery and check that order has been created and the invoice has been pushed to the interface table or not. We'll check both the information, right? Now it's taking some time. Okay, so see the main billing program, it's taking some time, let them complete. Okay, it's not running. Okay, yeah, it's completed. And then move to the main screen. Here you can see the main screen, right? Let me requery this. Okay, I'm just requerying the information. Okay, go to the line section, and line section there is a effectivity. Here go to the edit schedules to see that order has been created or not. Okay, click on OK. Yeah, you can see order is created. So let me copy this order. We will check on the order screen this order. Okay, so order is created. Now second is showing as a 22nd of August. So if you run the programs on the 22nd, so second set will be created, second order will be created. Go to the pricing and billings. So pricing and product, and go to the billing section. Go to here history. Yeah, you can see there is one information, one line you can see, but invoice number is blank. So one line you are able to see here. This means that this information has been pushed to the invoice interface table, and invoice import program has not been run. Or if invoice is created, so create the invoice, run the invoice import program and create the invoice. After that there is one seeded programs which will back update the invoice to the service contract. Then you can see the invoice number in this column only. So program name is after creating the invoice, you need to run the program from this service contract responsibility. Program name service contract fetch receivable info for billing, right? So these programs we need to run after creating the invoice, and that program will back update the invoice number to the service contract. Okay, so this is the flow of service contract subscription. Okay, we will see some table information, and then we'll move to the order screen to see the order which has been created, right? So you can see the OKCK headers all be information. Put the contract number, you can find the header information here. This is the right, and pick the ID from OKCK headers table. There is a ID. Put there is a line table, OKC lines table. DNZ CHR ID is the ID of the first table, ID of the header table. Put DNZ CHR ID is equal to ID of the header. So if I have the line information, there is a OKC styles table by which where you can find the information like this is the service or subscription or warranty or extended warranty, whatever. So there is the LEC ID column here, OKC K lines P LEC ID. Put LEC ID in OKC line styles TL table. You can find that information, right? OKC K items is the table, the very important tables. If you want to fetch the information of service contact, service line, covered line, and install weight information. So by this way you have to go, right? Because the OKC K items tables having the information of the instance ID. So by this way you can link that one, right? And there is two more tables we need to understand. OKC K level elements. You can find the schedules here, invoice schedules in this table. Put the DNZ Searcher ID is equal to ID from the header table, and also there is OKC level streams. It will show you that which level you are going to create that invoice schedules, at which level, service level or covered level. So another table is OKS sub SCR elements, and DNZ Searcher ID is the ID, contract ID. So you can find the order schedule information here, and after that you can put the R interface table line, R interface lines, all interface lines attribute one is the contract number, and then you can put the you can see the information of the related to the invoice. So if you run the import program, invoice will be created from this table, right? So this is all about the tables. This is the main tables. I have just, there are many tables, you can go through that. Let me go to the order and we'll see the order. I'm just closing this screen and just going to the order screen. We'll check how it looks like. I'm going to order. Yeah, order management super user. So if you go here, yeah, any responsibility you can move. I'm just, any order responsibility for having the access, you can go and you can check the order. Okay, this is the sales order screen. I'm just getting this order number. Yeah, you can see this order type is subscriptions, bill to ship to information here. Order value is 0 because in this case invoice will be created from the service contract, right? Order will be created to track these items. So this is SIP only order. Invoice will not be created from the order. So remember this thing. This is the order information, and status is awaiting shipment. So this is waiting for the shipment confirmation. So we'll SIP from here. So line type, you can see the SIP only, right? This is SIP only order. That's why order total is, invoice has already been created from the service contract. So there is no need to create the invoice from the order. So this is all about the service contract flow, friends. And in the next video we will see some other flow, like how to create the contract and how it will push the information, how it will create the service contract from the order. There are different flow. We will see this in some other videos. Thank you very much for watching.